Thanks, love. I'll see you later.
You won't be long, will you?
No. I promised Steve I'd look in, that's all. Not a lot we can do at this stage. Just try and make her comfortable.
Yeah.
Look, you get back and whip that lot into shape, and I'll see you in a bit, yeah?
Mac?
Yeah.
Give Jessie my love, won't you?
Yeah.
And she entertained the troops singing. It's funny. My dad reckons she and I have got the same sense of humour.
You mean you're both fancy men in uniform?
Of course. My nan and I have got extremely good taste in men, I'll have you know. She reckons I'm wasted here. There's a far better choice of doctors in a hospital.
Cheers, one sugar.
If that specimen's anything to go by, she's probably right.
Damn. Can't they get anything right?
Who?
The lab. They've mixed up one of my patient's results.
All right.
According to them, Mr. Foster's pregnant.
What? Don't they check the results before they send them out?
Well, obviously not. And Mr. Foster's in later on to pick them up. He needs them for his job, which he can't start until he's got the results.
Do you want me to phone the lab?
Thanks, Ruth, but I'll deal with this. I'm in the mood for a row.
Cool. I wouldn't want to be the person on the other end of that phone.
Fine. I don't know what's happened. This isn't the test that I ordered, but it's done now. And if the sample is his, it looks like I'll have to talk to him then, doesn't it? Yeah, OK.
Cheers. So how are you finding things?
I don't know. It's a bit tricky, I suppose. Sometimes she's the mum we know and love, and other times it's just hard watching her in pain, that's all, and not knowing what to do to help her.
Come on, Jack, you're doing more than enough.
Yeah. And the morphine does the rest. Anyhow, that nurse is a godsend. I wanted to thank Steve for organising all that.
Well, he did it as much for you as for Jessie. You can't be there for her 24 hours a day, Jack. You've got your own family, you've got a business to run.
No, I know. It's been a big help. She's got a lot worse recently. Well, you'll see, I'm sure. Do you know what's really hard? She knows it. She knows she's dying, Mac. And she still keeps worrying about whether we've eaten enough for breakfast or whether Joe got home safely last night.
She's a remarkable woman.
Yeah, she is.
Good morning.
Right. Well, I'll be in the kitchen if you need me.
Jessie? Jessie?
Oh, got a good-looking one this time, have I?
No, it's me, I'm afraid. Mac. Steve's away for a few days.
I know. That's what I meant.
Oh, well, in that case, flattery will get you everywhere.
Good, because that's what I was hoping.
I don't understand. I thought it was just routine.
It is. We normally use this particular test to confirm pregnancy or not.
So what's that got to do with me?
Well, your results did show an unusually high level of hormones in your urine.
What? I'm not taking anything, if that's what you mean.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying?
With hormone levels this high, it could indicate a number of things.
What kind of things?
I think we should run some further tests, Simon.
Which might take weeks. Which you have to tell the bank about, which means I don't get the job.
Not necessarily.
What a mess.
Why don't we just take things one step at a time, eh? I think it's safe to assume you're not pregnant. That's one thing. So it's just a case of eliminating now.
Wait a minute. That's what this test normally shows, right?
Yes, but in your case...
So if it tests positive, then that person's pregnant.
I'm sorry, I'm not with you.
OK. Say somebody else provided the urine, right?
Right.
Then it wouldn't affect me, if you know what I mean.
Why don't we start at the beginning?
Nothing wrong with that, Hart. A brass band could play along to that beat.
I'll tell Glenn Miller when I see him. Oh. It's all right, Mike. You don't have to pretend. Everybody knows I'm dying.
Come on, Jessie, we're all going down the same road. Just take it a step at a time. Try and enjoy it while you can.
There's no enjoyment left anymore. There's no joy there.
I know it's not easy sometimes, but there are a lot of people who want to help you. And you must let them.
What about what I want? Or doesn't that matter anymore?
No, of course it does. And if there is something, just say. Joe, Jack, Steve and me. We're all with you.
Oh, I know. I can see that. Everybody trying to do what they think's best for me.
Exactly.
Shouldn't I be the one that knows what's best for me?
I suppose so, yes.
Well, this isn't it. I don't want to lie here like this, watching people look at me with that look on their faces that says pity, guilt, disgust.
They're not.
They are. And I can see it. And I hate it. I hate lying here like a useless lump with people feeding me and washing me and pretending there's nothing wrong. For how long? Days? Weeks? Months? Look at me. Just look at me. Would you want to live like this?
Jessie.
Well, would you?
Well, the next day I panicked, didn't I? Realised that was the day I had to give the urine sample. But what with the cocktail of stuff I had the night before?
You thought it would show up as some lethal concoction of alcohol and banned substances and you'd never work again.
Something like that.
So?
So I persuaded somebody else to give me a sample.
Very kind of them.
Yeah.
Only thing is, it's all slightly backfired now, hasn't it? Not only are you going to have to provide another sample today and be tested again, but you're also going to have to tell someone they're probably pregnant.
I know.
I don't suppose that someone's a girlfriend.
No, it's worse than that.
All I can do is to talk to Steve and Jack, and we'll try and get you more treatment.
I don't want any more treatment. Mac, I'm dying. I can't go through this anymore.
Look, Jessie, you're tired, so why don't you try and get some sleep, and I'll check on you later. Maybe up the morphine a bit, so you're not in any pain.
Dr. Maguire, please.
Jessie, please, just rest, eh? And I'll come back later.
You promise?
I promise.
He found out about the sample, OK?
What do you mean he found out?
He knew it wasn't mine.
What? Well, how?
I don't know. He's a doctor, isn't he? He just did.
So you told him it was me? I knew we should never have done this. If you hadn't been so stupid in the first place.
I know. I'm sorry, OK? Anyway, you made me take that flu stuff.
So now what happens?
He said he wants to talk to you.
Oh, great. All right, I'll phone him then.
No. I think he wants to see you. He's going to make an appointment.
What for?
I think you have to sign a form or something. Mum, just go and see him, will you, please?
All right, if that's what it takes to get you out of this mess, then I'll go. But don't tell your father, all right? This job of yours better be worth it, that's all I can say.
You fancy you done then? I'll go and sit with them.
Oh, yes, right, thanks. And I promised I'd bring in some more morphine pills later.
Fine. I'll be leaving at 6.
Yes, right.
Is that really necessary? More pills?
Maybe, maybe not. See how it goes. She is very low at the moment.
I know.
Look, has she talked to you about it?
Well, she did say she didn't want to delay the inevitable, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, more or less what she said to me.
And what did you say? I mean, really? What does she expect us to do?
I think she wants to be able to choose how to live her life. Or, more importantly, how to end it. And I think I understand that. Look, I don't know what to say, Jack. I'm sure that in her shoes I feel exactly the same. But ultimately it's her decision, isn't it? Not mine. I am her doctor. And while I totally accept it, I can't be seen to condone it, can I?
Where does that leave us? I mean, she's my mother, but I want to do whatever I can for her.
I know, and we will. If I up her dosage, she'd be in less pain for a start. We can make her as comfortable as possible, And then take it day by day, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Right, well, I'll sort things out our end, and I'll see you later. And we can tell Steve what we decided when he gets back.
Okay.
I'll see you in a bit.
This job means everything to him. He knows he made a mistake, and I know I shouldn't have done what I did, but we panicked. If he hadn't been drinking in the first place and I hadn't insisted he took the cold solution, then none of this would have happened.
Mrs. Foster.
You can't blame us for that, surely. I mean, you don't have to tell the bank, do you? What do you want me to sign? I'll sign anything, but just let Simon pass this and get his job.
Mrs. Foster, please. This isn't about Simon.
What?
I wanted to see you because of the results we got back on the sample.
You mean my sample?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
We ran a test called a beta HCG, which in this case came back positive.
What does that mean?
Well, it means, in this case, it's very likely you're pregnant, Mrs. Foster.
What? I can't be.
Well, we can obviously run further tests to confirm, but indications at this stage do suggest pregnancy.
I don't believe it. I mean...
I take it's not something you were expecting.
Of course not. I'm 45, for heaven's sake. I assumed I was menopausal. I thought it was so far over the hill, I was just freewheeling down the other side.
I'm afraid not.
No, it looks like I'm climbing up it now, doesn't it? I don't know what to say. What am I going to tell Pete?
Pete?
My husband. He's 54 and talking about early retirement. This isn't what we planned.
Well, there are options, of course. But that's something you'll need to discuss together.
You mean I can have an abortion?
If that's what you decide, then yes.
I don't know. Don't know what I want right now. It's not something I've thought about.
Well, why don't you take some time, think it over, talk it through with your husband, and come back and see me when you're ready, okay?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were back. I'm just returning this, that's all.
Thanks.
Went all right then?
Sorry?
You saw my nan this morning?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. She seemed fine.
She's not though, is she? Not really.
Joe?
No, it's okay. She's just hard. You know, her wedding ring fell off the other day. She's got so thin.
All we can do now is to make her as comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
I'll take her some more pills later for the pain. Apart from that... Sorry, Joe.
No, it's okay. I better get on.
Well, I think it's great. I always wanted a sister. OK, you're about 20 years late.
Simon, please, can we not talk about it right now? I need to tell your father for a start.
Now's your chance.
Hiya. All right, love. Oh, cheese and pickle. What more could a man want? So, what's happening then?
What do you mean?
I thought you went to the doctor this morning for your results.
Ah, yes, I did.
And?
It was fine, wasn't it? Dr. Mystery seemed very happy.
Oh, you went as well then, did you?
No, just me. There's nothing to worry about, though. He's getting back to us. Me.
But you're all right.
Of course he is.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, why don't I leave you to it? I said I'd meet Paul down the pub.
So what's he getting back to you about?
Dunno. Right, see you later.
What do you mean he doesn't know? Well, he would say if there was something wrong, wouldn't he? Annie,
Do you want some ham as well?
what exactly did the doctor say?
Oh, nothing much. He's fine. It's just...
What? Annie, what is it? Tell me.
I went to the doctors as well.
And?
I'm pregnant, Pete.
You are a wonder.
No chocolate biscuits, but.
Oh, I take it back.
Is everything all right with Jo? Only she seemed a bit upset earlier on.
She asked about Jessie, and I don't think I handled it very well.
How do you mean?
Her nan's not getting any better, that's for sure. I suppose I should talk to Steve about what's going on, but he's not here, is he?
Is there, anything I can do to help?
I don't know who can help anymore.
I don't understand. I mean, how?
How do you think? Anyway, it's a bit late to start asking that now.
So what are you going to do?
What do you mean, what am I going to do? Surely this is something we've both got to decide, Pete.
What's there to decide? You're 45, for heaven's sake, and I'm in my 50s. We're old enough to be grandparents.
So you want me to have an abortion, is that what you're saying?
No, of course not. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Thanks, that's just what I needed to hear.
Come on. Let's face it, it's not exactly what we had in mind for the next 18 years, is it? It means I stay at work. Then there's nursery, school, the lot, all to go through again. It's money, it's time.
I know, OK, I know what it means.
And what about the risks for you? I mean, it can't be safe at your age, surely.
Well, look, of course there are risks, but there are tests nowadays. The hospital...
So you're saying that you want to go through with this?
I'm saying I need to think about it. And I know it'll be difficult, but it is possible. This is a child we're talking about, Pete. Our baby. And I don't think I want to lose that.
Great. Well, you do what you want then. You've obviously made your mind up already.
Where are you going?
Out.
Pete!
I see. And what did you say?
Well, I couldn't agree with it, could I? I'm a doctor. But if it was me, I'm sure I'd want the same.
Come on. You can still treat her to a certain extent. And then there's Jack and Jo, the family. They'd be devastated.
Yeah. Well, she said she had the right to choose. That if she was an animal suffering, we'd have no qualms about putting her down.
Well, let's face it, Max, she's not a dog and you're not a vet. I'm sorry. Look, she's probably depressed, and that's understandable.
She's got a brain tumour, Kate. She's dying and she knows what she wants.
Well, I don't think she does know. And there's nothing you can do about it, even if she does. Is there? What about Jo? Has anybody spoken to her?
I think it's best not to mention it, don't you? I mean, she's got enough on her plate.
Anyway, Jessie'll probably be as right as rain tomorrow. She's a tough cookie, that one.
She certainly is.
Sheila?
Yes, what would you like? A drink? Cup of tea?
Oh, some water, please. But I'd like my notepad.
And a pen?
Please.
Do you want me to write something for you?
No, no, I can manage, thank you.
You sure you don't need a hand?
No, I'd just like to be left on my own, just for a bit.
I'll be in the kitchen then. Just call if you need me.
Kate, I'll be off if that's okay. Get the morphine to Jessie and see you back at home.
Okay.
You all right getting back?
Yeah, Ron will give me a lift.
Great. See you later.
You going?
Yes. Got to pick up some prescriptions. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, of course.
Jo? Mm-hmm. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. He's going to see my nan again, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Good. He said he would. She would have wanted to see him again. She'll like that.
Where have you been? You've been gone hours.
I'm sorry. I needed a bit of time.
I'll be in my room.
No, no, stay. I think this is something that we should all talk about, don't you? I know this isn't going to be easy for any of us. It's probably going to be the biggest decision that we ever have to make, certainly as a family.
But?
No, Annie, there's no buts. I've decided.
I'll go.
Just tell me, Pete, please.
Hi. I hope I'm not interrupting or anything.
So you mean I'm in the clear then?
Well, apart from the mishap earlier, and I think the less said about that, the better. Yes, the second sample was clear, and I'll be reporting to your employers.
Fantastic, thanks.
Right, well, I suspect I've probably come at an awkward time, so I'll make a move.
No, don't.
Annie?
It's okay. My husband and I were discussing my pregnancy.
Right, I see. Well, if there's anything you need to know.
Neither of us is getting any younger, for a start. I think we both know that. But how risky would it be for Annie if we were to go ahead?
Obviously, there is a slightly higher risk the older you get. But, well, there weren't any complications with Simon. And we'll monitor her. You can have regular scans, and the hospital will be made aware of all the implications. So I don't see there being any problems.
And the baby?
The risk of Down syndrome is slightly higher, yes. But there are a lot of precautionary tests that we can do, Mr. Foster. We can just take it as it comes, like any other pregnancy.
Thank you.
Pete, what?
Can't you see? If you want this baby, Annie, then I want this baby. This is something we do together.
Thanks for coming again.
That's okay. How is she?
Oh, she's okay. She even managed a bit of food. Seems tired now, though. The nurse has just gone, but she's coming in early tomorrow. I've got a meeting in town first thing.
Oh, right.
In fact, I've just got to pop upstairs if that's all right. I started to run a bath. Won't be a second.
No, don't worry about it. I'll let myself out.
No, I'll pop down again.
There's no need. You should have an early night. You look knackered. I'll give Jess extra morphine so she sleeps straight through.
I don't know.
You need a decent night's sleep, Jack.
You sure?
Look, I'll switch off the lights and make sure everything's locked up. And I'll call you tomorrow, yeah?
OK. Thanks, Mac.
Yeah. You sleep well. And don't worry about Jess, she'll be fine.
Yeah. Night then.
Good night.
I don't need any more time. I thought enough about this, believe me.
And you're sure?
I've never been more sure of anything in my whole life.
But
yes, I know what I said earlier, and I'm sorry. And I know it's going to be another 18 years of our lives.
A life sentence, you know.
Isn't it? But I don't care. We're a family. It's funny, I always thought we were going to have more than Simon anyway.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I'm serious. Annie, this is our child we're talking about here. And as long as there's no risk to you or to the baby, then I can't think of anything else I want more.
Early retirement, golf, weekends in the Algarve.
You, Simon, and a baby. That'll do me fine. We're going to have a baby.
There we go, Jessie. That's it. All right? Look, I'll just put these new ones up here for the nurse.
Dr. Maguire,
Yes.
my notepad. Inside.
I thought we'd done with all that, Jessie.
I thought you understood.
I do.
I don't want to beg.
Jessie.
But I will if I have to. I don't want this anymore, Mac. I'm tired. And I want to see my George again. Please, Mac. It's time. I know what I want. And it's my choice. So will you help me? Please?